We kick it off, as we always do, with Wake Up Call or Hit the Snooze. And Cam, we are starting with Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, being drafted number 1 last night to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wake up or hit the snooze?
Come on, Mo. You know it's got to be a wake up on Anthony Edwards. You're talking about a kid that has the body of LeBron James in terms of his size at the guard position. Very physical. When he's going downhill, he's unstoppable. And I just love his swagger, his demeanor on the court, because he believes that he's the best player out there. And I heard a soundbite of him saying that Kevin Durant was his favorite NBA player before he got into the league. Now Anthony Edwards is saying, no, I'm my own favorite player. KD's an enemy now. I'm going right at his head. So that's the kind of mentality you need to have when you're the number 1 pick. And him matching up with D'Angelo Russell in the backcourt. And, of course, they got Karl Anthony Towns down low and also on the perimeter. That is a scary young core that Minnesota will have if they can groom them and breed them right.
Yeah, super excited to watch Edwards develop under that leadership, playing alongside those guys. I also would like to just pat myself on the back a little bit, because yesterday I said snooze on LaMelo going 1 and suggested that between the big 3 that everyone was talking about, those first 3 draft picks, Ball, Edwards, and Wiseman, Edwards was sort of that tweener that I thought might be the best fit with the T-Wolves. And look at that, Cam. I was correct.
Do you have your hat? Where's your fortune
Oh, wait,
hat?
you know I keep a good prop around. You're right. I was right. All right, let's keep it moving, though. Wake up call or hit the snooze.
Matching the outfit and everything.
Wake up call or hit the snooze number 2. We got to talk about our New York Knicks. Obi Toppin, with the 8th selection in the draft, joins the New York Knicks franchise. I am waking up to this for all of the reasons that I'm sure you also are waking up as well.
Definitely, Mo. I mean, this is a dude, when you see his highlights, it's electric. Like, this is what New York City needs. Somebody that's going to get in the paint and just rise above defenders. And I love the comparisons that I've been hearing in terms of him and Amari Stoudemire in terms of their explosiveness.
Yes.
And Knicks fans remember when Amari was in New York and how he set the city on fire. So this is the same that's the mentality. That's New York 100%. You heard him in his post-draft interview that he said that he's from New York, so it means so much to him. And he's from Brooklyn, New York, too. Like, that's that, you know he's coming with it with that. And he's going to be groomed right under Tom Thibodeau, especially on the defensive end. So, of course, wake up, New York. Wake up, Obi Toppin. He's coming to the Knicks. What you got, Mo?
Definitely waking up to this one. I had to lose my hat. It was entirely too much yellow. I'm sure that our set directors were probably going crazy. But on this note, Cam, I especially love this, to your point, the sincerity of Obi Toppin. The Wooten Award winner from this past year truly had a breakout season in Dayton. If you have not had a chance to read his piece in the Players Tribune, it is worth your read. And I found out last night that his dad was Dunker's Delight. I know you and I both loved those and one mixtapes back in the day, but we're going to keep the wake up calls or snoozes moving. And let's talk Tyrese Halliburton, who fell to the Kings last night, went a little bit lower than lots of folks had projected him.
Yeah, I'm going to go snooze on this one for Tyrese Halliburton. And the reason I'm going snooze is not because of his skill set. I think he's a really good player at the point guard position. Long, rangy, about 6'5", can see the floor. Obviously, you can score, as you see there. But he's going to Sacramento. And we know Sacramento is almost like a death sentence in the NBA. Yeah, they got some good young pieces in De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley. But still, how are they going to compete in the West? So I'm snoozing on this, Mo.
I'm not snoozing on it for that reason. I'm snoozing on it because he still got drafted in the first round and has an opportunity to have a tremendous NBA career. So I'm not alarmed by where he fell. I think people were surprised that Patrick Williams went so high at number 4. But this, we have to remember, to Wally Zerbiak's point last night during the Knicks draft roundtable, this is truly just the start of these young men's careers. All right, keeping it moving, though, we got to switch gears to baseball. Wake up or snooze. Robinson Cano tests positive for PEDs, Cam, and thus will be suspended.
Wake up on this. 24 M's you forfeited because you try to gain an advantage, and now you're putting your team at a disadvantage because all the plans that they had with you in the lineup and maybe different just rotations that they had, especially in the batting lineup, that's a wake-up call. Like, come on, Robinson Cano. Like, it's not that serious, bro. You're too talented of a player to try and gain that extra advantage. And he got popped for it. How many guys have we seen in Major League Baseball history that have been popped for performance-enhancing drugs? And it cost their team, but it also cost the individual player. Now that career, that image is tainted.
Yeah, and you mentioned how many guys have we seen? Well, back in 2018, we saw Cano deal with this issue then, which is why the sentence is so steep this time around. I think we have the same logic, but I'm snoozing on this. I mean, you literally had this happen to you one time before. If that isn't enough of a cautionary tale, a wake-up call back in 2018, I don't know what is. So I don't have very much patience for this one. I'm snoozing. Now, we move on. We go football because the Giants, there were different reports yesterday, but the Giants have definitely gone separate ways with their offensive line coach. Wake up or snooze on this one?
This one I'm going to snooze on because, yeah, we've had conflicting reports about, okay, was it a physical altercation? Was it a verbal altercation? I'm just hoping it was a verbal altercation. But this is more of Joe Judge just making sure that he's getting his own guys in, especially in the Giants with the position that they're in. So if you're Mark Colombo, bro, you can't bite the hand that feeds you. Like, Joe Judge is the guy, so what he says goes. So I'm going to snooze on this.
Clearly, you and I define wake up and snoozing differently because I'm waking up to this because let's go, Joe Judge. It's a new era. Putting his signature, putting his stamp, establishing himself as the man in charge. Do not come. You got to kiss the ring. You just got to kiss the ring now in this new era. So I'm waking up for it. Of course, you don't ever want there to be bad press surrounding an altercation, but I do appreciate Joe Judge putting his foot down on this one. Cam, welcome to MSG AM. You knocked out wake up or snooze on your first go round. Shout out to you.